I am once more an oliveless person. I've got a grape, but I'm not a bitter man because I plowed through several jars of beautiful olives. They were the best olives on the best planet Earth, the best olives, and I enjoyed them immensely. And I want to thank everyone who made olives possible once more. So I don't have an olive right now, but I have a grape. I just want to say one thing. Barack Hussein Obama is a brilliant, brilliant man. They say you people had Abraham Lincoln, you're not going to have any more great leaders, but we have Barack Hussein Obama, and he's brilliant, brilliant. I want to just take one example of his many displays of brilliance, and that's the Cash for Clunkers program. Now, not everyone remembers what the Cash for Clunkers happened to be. Well, our government took taxpayer money and purchased old cars that got low gas mileage and then destroyed the automobiles. And some people would say, well, that's not very smart. See, why take a car that's still functional and use taxpayer money to destroy the car? See? Well, maybe those people aren't so smart. And some people said, well, if we're going to take taxpayer money to buy old cars, maybe instead of destroying the cars, we should give those cars to poor people. And Barack Obama said no. If poor people want to get a job, they should walk to work. They shouldn't be dependent on clunkers to get to work. If poor people drove old cars, it would cause traffic and gridlock, and the cars would break down, and then the poor people would have to fix them. And some people, smart people, said, well, why don't we take those cars, those old cars, and instead of destroying them, why don't we give them to food banks so they can go from store to store and get perishable food and bring them back to poor people? Well, that might seem smart on the surface, but it's not smart. Barack Hussein Obama saw through the foolishness. Poor people eat too much food. And if we gave food banks cars to stock their shelves with more food, we'd have more poor people who were obese. But because Barack Hussein Obama is so brilliant, he destroyed those cars and made sure poor people couldn't get their hands on them. And food banks and nonprofit organizations could not get their hands on those old cars. And some of his critics said, well, it caused a nationwide shortage of used cars. You know, maybe it did. But to that I say, let them drive Beamers. Let them drive Beamers. Let us begin.